record the session. It will, I mean, whenever you want, you will refer this video. And coming to my background and expertise, I have completed my graduation in electronics and communication engineer. So before saying my current field, so let's see. I mean, I came from a non-IT background. First of all, I was able to build a rewarding IT career with a great package, and it's all due to the expertise I gained in software testing. So my belief is if I can achieve it and you can too, and I have past experience around 7+ years, and I'm working as a QA engineer in some IT company, and it is product-based company, and uh, I want to know, I mean, just introduce yourself so that I came to know that where you from and what is your job and you're working or not. So let me know. Prashant, Nagavarshit, Dilip, please anybody?
My name is Prashant. So I have total 10 years of IT experience into testing. So I was into Salesforce testing to be precise. So I was so far I have done manual and the functional testing. So now I want to move into the automation testing. So that's the reason I have joined this uh, session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hi, good evening. This is Varshit.
Hi.
Currently, I'm working as a manual and functional tester for last 3+ years. I'm planning to learn the automation to upgrade myself.
Okay. Okay. Then Dilip, are you there? Dilip, are you there? I'm audible. Okay, guys. Let's start I want to represent my PPT. So I want to introduce my eTech. So eTech is an online education platform. I'm proud to represent eTech, a top tier online education platform which is committed to helping students to achieve success. So our Tosca automation testing course at eTech is specifically designed to prepare you for a career as a non-coding software engineer. So before to say something about Tosca, so let us understand what is software testing. So I just want to give an overview of software testing. So I'm not taking too much time on this topic, okay? Because we all know about manual testing, right? So uh, so as we know, it is a method to check whether the actual software product should match with expected requirements and to ensure the software product is defect free. So what is this meaning? So already we know about manual testing, right? So what is this meaning of this definition? Our main goal is to check the software whether the software is defect free, and the second thing is to need to remember that expected results meets with the actual results. So this is all about software testing, right? Now there are two types of software testing that we do. One is manual testing and another is automation testing. Our main goal is to identify the errors, gaps, missing requirements, right? We need to keep in mind about this main purpose. So actually, what is manual way and automated way? So basically, manual way is the nothing but the human sitting in front of a system and then manually executing all test cases. But here in this automated way, we create automated scripts and that script we run in automated way. Correct? So by run the automated scripts, we don't need any human interaction between that and automatically it executes and it checks, generates reports for us. But in the manual way, we have seen we have to do manual perform the test cases and then execute all test cases and then perform and then give an manual report. So it is like that. So two more things. If you go very deep things, so we will see white box testing, black box testing, and levels of testing like unit testing, sanity testing, mode testing, and regression testing. So number of testings are there. So coming to white box testing is actually the testing the application or software, that internal structure of application. And in black box testing means we don't do any internal structure or internal problems, right? So all the features, all the things that we have seen that we do in the black box testing and white box testing of the internal structure. But the question is why we need to do a software testing. So let us see what is the need of software testing and why we need this software testing. So as you can see, the software testing is important because with that, because with that we can find bugs, errors of it, and bugs and errors can be found as early as possible before we deliver the particular software to the client. So with this software testing, we can easily find the bugs in an application. And because properly tested software product ensure the reliability, security, and high performance, which further results in time saving, customer satisfaction, and cost effectiveness. So this is why the software testing is important. But what is the need of software testing? All we know that what is software testing and why we need that. But what is the need of software testing? As you know, software testing is needed to solve errors, bugs in an application. Correct? So why bugs and errors could be expensive and dangerous? So there are many examples in history of human mankind due to software bugs. Like in, I'll give just two or three examples. Like because of software bugs, we have human loss and monetary loss. There are a number of examples are there. If you Google it, then in 2015, a fighter plane was not able to target an enemy fight plane due to software bug. And one example is 1999. So $1.2 million were lost in military satellite launch due to the software bug. Now, this was the costliest accident ever in the history just because of a software bug. So that's why the software testing is very important. Now, but when coming to Tosca, so anybody do something, any R&D on that, like research and development, something on that? Okay, let me say something about this Tosca. Yeah. So Tosca is a software tool which is used for automation testing. So which means it helps check if your software or application work correctly without doing all the testing manually. So it is developed by Tricentis and Tricentis company and is very popular because here we see no coding needed here and very easy to use and fast testing. You don't have to be programmer or coder to use it and it has very simple and user friendly interface. And it saves time by automating repetitive testing tasks. But what does Tosca do? So you can test web applications, mobile applications, desktop applications, API applications, Salesforce, SAP. So a number of applications you can take and test applications. And instead of clicking buttons, you can automate testing. But how? Instead of if you can take any buttons or typing manually, so Tosca perform these actions automatically. So you don't need to sit and you don't need to do any manually. Okay, and you can it can helps find errors in software because it is released to users, and you reuse test cases. So you can use the same test cases again and again. In this way, you can save time and efforts. But Tosca, why it is Tosca very important? Why is Tosca important means it helps companies deliver high quality software faster and we can reduce the chances of human errors during testing, and we can work with modern technologies and tools used in software development. The conclusion is Tosca is perfect for beginners and professionals because it is easy to learn and very effective. So it is widely used by companies around the world, which means learning Tosca can open up great career opportunities for you. The question is, how does Tosca work? See, Tosca is a tool that helps test software automatically. So it works in very simple steps. Like you have to create test cases. Let me try to. So you have to create test cases, like you tell Tosca what to check in the software, like buttons, test boxes, text areas, or process, everything. So this is done by using a simple drag and drop method. I will show you so how it looks like in practically. So no coding is needed here. And you can run the test. So Tosca runs your test case automatically. For example, so it can click buttons, yeah, it can fill forms or check, if pages load correctly or not. So, after running the test cases, Tosca tells you if everything is working fine or if there are any problem. So it will show in execution logs, it will show in execution status, and you can download the reports, you can validate the screenshots, you can validate the data, everything. Once you create a test, you can use it again and again for similar tasks. You can say, and in this way, you can save time and efforts. But why should you learn Tosca? So it can save time, so no programming needed here. And in demand skill, many companies use this Tosca, so it is great for your career. And it works with different applications. But how to start? So how to start means you have to understand first what testing is and how Tosca helps, and use Tosca to create and run simple test cases. Join a Tosca training program to learn step by step, and you can earn a certification like AS1, AS2 to show your skills, and you can highlight your resume. Okay. And one more thing I want to say about eTech. At eTech, we offer a course on Tosca, one of the most popular tools for automation testing. And this course is designed for anyone who wants to learn how to test a software quickly and easily using automation. So Tosca is unique because it does not require coding skills, making it perfect for beginners and professionals alike. So before before to enter in next slide, I want to show you practically because many people want to see how it looks like the user interface of Tosca and how it works and what is the basic things and what are the introduction of Tosca. So everything, many people they ask many questions on that. So that I decided to show in practical how the user interface of Tosca and what are the options and what we have to do in Tosca. Okay. So first, if you open the Tosca commander, so Tosca commander is the tool. So by using this tool and one part is the Tosca is a tool, and another side you can take any application like web applications, SAP applications, Salesforce application, anything. But I want to say I'm the part of web applications, Salesforce, SAP, and API not included in my concepts because I have experience on only web applications. So first of all, okay, let's talk about this first, and let's see your query. We will go on your queries. And next, the thing is, what is Tosca? So Tosca is one of the popular testing platforms which is developed by Tricentis companies, and it accelerates testing with no code approach and scriptless for end-to-end automation. So this tool is used for both functional and non-functional testing, regression testing as well. It also supports a graphical user interface, command line interface, application programming interface. So what are the important features and what are the advantages of it? So fast execution and capable of continuous testing. And we can decrease this regression testing time. We can maximize this maintainability and the reusability. And it has ability to integrate with third-party tools. And test development is also easy. Multiple features in one tool. And it is simple drag and drop functionality. We can see scriptless automation, and it supports multiple platforms, easy to learn and user friendly graphical user interface. So this is the Tosca commander, and here you have to uh, know about main components of Tosca. There are four main components. One is Tosca commander, Tosca xcan, Tosca executor, Tosca repository. So this is the Tosca commander, what you have seen. Tosca commander, it is one of the essential parts of this tool for developing, managing, and analyzing test cases. So that's why we call it is the core backbone of the Tosca test suite, and it is used for creative projects. So the Tosca commander built with different sections such as modules, requirements, test case design section, execution, and issues. I will show you what are the sections, and if you enter in any project, right, you will know what are the different sections are there and what we are doing with these sections. And the one more thing is Tosca Xscan. So you will see after enter in Tosca Commander, Tosca Xscan is used for scanning input fields and save the information as modules for Tosca Commander. And Tosca Executor means it is used for executing the test cases that have been developed under system. And test repository, or you can say Tosca repository, it is used for saving all the workspaces like test cases, test objects, and so on. In order for several testers to work at the same time, the test repository is very necessary. And see, and what I say, there are four components, right? And it uses model-based testing technique. If you see other automation tools, there is no particular model. So we just simply write code and we are going to execute it that code. But in Tosca, it is completely no code and scriptless. But what we will do? So whatever we want to do the automated of the application, then first we scan and create a modules. We will arrange the modules in a sequence manner and execute it. But in Tosca Commander, I mean one of the advantage is we can save time by using this tool, and with it time we can complete the entire automation testing. And here, where we create, execute, and organize in Tosca Commander, first we plan, then we will build the modules and we will write the test cases and develop the test cases and execute it then. And that reports like test summary report generated in this Tosca Commander. So once we install the Tosca in our system, if we launch this Tosca Commander, then you can get it. So once you enter the task commander, then you will get different sections for every task. It will be like STLC phases. Very similar if we can see the different sections in Tosca. So what is this options? And I will say very brief things. Okay. So you will know very detailed in main sections. So here there is one option called create new. So this is used. I mean here by clicking on that, we want to create, I mean, if you want to create a project, so you need to click on create new. And the simple thing is you need to click on this project. Okay, create new, this option. And here in this, you can see there are multiple inputs we need to give. Okay, and you can see create new workspace. In this multiple inputs, we will be seeing what are the different kinds of workspaces. So in Tosca, whatever the project that you are create, it is called as a workspace. Now, before telling you about types of workspaces, there are two types of workspaces. There are single user workspace and multi-user workspace. So, I mean, you could see the databases also. So by default, it is taken as a none. Okay, when you click on drop down, you can see the databases. This is present under the repository, and I mean repository means storage, or you can say database where your project gets stored. And so now you can see the names of databases and SQLite, Oracle, MS SQL, right? So actually we are going with a single user workspace only. We don't select any database. But what single user workspace means, whatever the project that you are creating, it will be accessing only by you, because we are located at a different places, right? And everyone has their own laptop, and everyone created one project and work upon this Tosca. So when you created single user workspace, only yourself can access the project what you have created in a single user. So what is called multi-user workspace? So whatever the project that we create as a multi-user workspace, multi-user means you can select any database. So for example, I have selected MS SQL Server. Okay. So see, the inputs has been changed. So when you're, I mean, there are various options in real time when you're working on this Tosca, whatever the project and the company creating that, it will be a multi-user workspace only. And I mean, in your project, there are 10 people or 12 people. Everybody can access the same project, right? They want to access this Tosca and they want to access the project which is created for everyone. So they select, whenever they select any kind of repository as a database, they need to fill these values. And you can see the option schema. So for every database, there is one schema, right? On this schema only, they will build the database. It should have schema name, dynamic server, port address, all these things built up on the server only. Okay, so when you select any kind of database, you need to enter the schema name of the particular database. And in the real time, in the company project, they will only give all the details in order to create a repository. The only one and important job for you is how do you create. That's it. And here one option is called connecting string. So if you, I will just want to give a small example like if you want to listen to the class, there should be some connection between you and me. Like this is Zoom meeting, right? So by using this Zoom meeting, we are connected each other and we are discussing about this Tosca. So similarly, I'm creating the project and asking to store the project in the database. But I should connect with database, right? Otherwise, we can't store the new project. And if you click on this option, you can see server address, database, and user ID, password. We need to fill the input to connect the database. After that, you have to click on test connection. So these inputs they will give the company will give the credentials everything. So you don't worry about it. Okay. So right now I don't have any database in my system. So whatever I'm creating, it will not be accessible for everyone. So this is how basically you create a multi-user workspace, and this is very simple thing to create a project. So here we are going to use as a single user workspace. Single user means only single person can access. Multi-user means we need to use any existing repository as a database, and it can be accessible by multiple people. So now you can, this is the create new workspace means by default it will take as a path, and select new for new workspace means you have to give the workspace project name. And when you click on this checkbox, this is very, very important, guys. You can see a path. By default, it will take C drive, Tosca projects, Tosca commander, but what is called standard.tsu. So Tricentis use agile methodology to build Tosca, and it is use model-based data-driven framework. If you just predefine functionality, as part of predefined functionality, Tosca has given some standard modules. Okay, there is no need of creating new things on your own, and it does not require the new things. Only certain new things already Tricent is created and they have given to us. So if you want to include certain new standard modules and new standard predefined functionalities which is given by Tricentis company to us, you need to click on this checkbox. So what is the importance of the standard.tsu? We will discuss very detailed in main sessions. But if you miss this one, you not get any standard modules. So TSU means Tosca subset. Whenever you want to import the file or include the file, in your project, or you want to export a file or share a file with someone, the file will be always stored with extension called TSU. So if you see any text document, it will be stored as an extension like TXT. And if you take any Excel, XX, like that. Okay. So subset means it is a part of your file or piece of functionality which is included as part of your file. That is called subset. Okay. So when you click on OK after that, so it will take few minutes and it will create new workspace. Okay. And it is importing now standard.tlc. So this is how we create the workspace. So after doing this process, your project will be open and successfully. You can see, everything becomes simple and aggregate. Okay. And it becomes very easy for your practice or maintenance or usage and imports. So when you click on something like I want to go here. So when you click on project, you will get it like this. Okay. So here you can see previously we have discussed the different sections like modules, certificates, design, execution, Scratchbook. Scratchbook also is one of the important section. So we will discuss about this also things. And there are a number of options are there. Team also very important. What we have done the team. Okay. And what is search project and everything. What are the options are there? Everything we will discuss in the main sessions. And one more thing, and here it's team means team is very important when you get the opportunity to work with the Tosca. Okay, so what we will do with the team? Okay, that is also very important, and you can see the different sections like test planning, test case design, requirements, reporting, issues, models, everything we will discuss about in main sessions. And what is project? What is scratchbook? And scratchbook means, I mean, we will know what is the advantages and disadvantages of scratchbook. But scratchbook is the kind of thing, it is, we will see the results. I mean, scratchbook is used to perform trial runs while creating the test cases. It allows to execute the scripts in test cases folder level, test cases level, and test step level. So what is the meaning of test case folder level? If you see, so this is the, whatever you see, so this is the folder. Okay. This is also folder. This is also folder. And this is test cases. Okay. This is test step. Under you, whatever you see, this is the test step. Okay. And there are number of things, guys. See, this is the folder. Under you can see there are number of test steps. So what are the test cases, test steps, and test case folder level? So this scrapbook displays the flash status of the execution, and the execution status will not be stored here. If we close the scrapbook status window, we cannot see those results again. But if you want execution status and if you want to download the reports, everything you have to execute in execution section already. We have created some test cases on in execution section. You can see we already run everything. You can see there are how many times we executed this one, right? And moreover, everything. So how many times you have executed? I mean, if it is failed, then it will show in the results of this in execution section. How many test cases pass? How many test cases failed? How many test cases are in progress? Everything it will show. And by this way, you can download the reports. You can validate the screenshots. You can validate the data. Everything. If we execute the test cases from Scratchbook, we will just see the status, execution status, and once the Scratchbook is closed, we cannot check that status again. We cannot download the execution report in Scratchbook. But if you execute from execution list, we can keep track of execution status and we can also download the reports and we can also verify the screenshots in the reports. Okay. And we use this option for this temporary execution during the test case development to check the script accuracy. Okay. And if you execute the action repeatedly in a test system, the details will not be accessible. The execution logs are also not stored permanently, but the execution logs are stored in permanently in execution section. And moreover, what is modules? So this is the main section. So I just want to discuss with you a brief things like we will going to start automation with these modules. So module is a group or collection of attributes. So basically attributes are nothing but controls, object, elements, whatever the terminology you want to speak, you can say. So it contains the technical information which are present in the application. Already we have created some modules here and here also, here. So everything. So what are the technical information? So this is the under modules. You can see the controls. You can see objects, elements, whatever you can say. So when you click on these controls, this is the technical properties. We will discuss about these things also and how we will create the modules. That thing also. If you want to create these modules, you have to scan the application by using Xscan. So earlier we have discussed right about Tosca Xscan window. So it will open and by using that scan, we have to scan the application and we have to identify the controls and by using these modules we have created the test cases. Okay, so modules contain the technical information. Okay, by creating a module, I'm going to grab or collect the technical information of the objects or attributes which are present in the application. But why do we need to create a module? So what is a module? Why do I need to create a module means the Tosca automation tool does not require any coding language or scripting language. If I don't write any coding, if I don't write any scripting, then how will I do automation? I can do automation to have something to do, right? So modules of the application will be created instead of scripts. And any coding language, I'm just going to create a module of the application. It means how the application will be reacting in the runtime. Okay. And why we need to create this one? because we are not writing any coding, any scripting, then you need to have something to start, right? Then you are going to capture the application in the form of modules. So, for example, someone has asked you to visit some address. Without giving the address, are you able to visit that place? No, right? You need to have something information about the particular thing. So, if I want to also automate the application, I need to have an information about the controls, about the objects which are present in the application. That thing I'm going to create them as a modules. So, this is the reason why we are going to work on modules. But how to capture it? So, see, I'm just giving one example. Just give a right click. So, for example, I'm opening one application like, so just this is the application. How to scan the application? Scan application. This question also many people ask, so that's why I just show one little bit how to scan it. It will take a few minutes. Click on that application, scan. So everything will be loaded as whatever it is present in this application, it will be shown in the X-scan window. Okay, so everything is there. So if you want to identify directly, you can go through this application, and if you want to identify the controls, you can use this also. And how to scan the application, how to identify the controls, how to save the modules in the Tosca commander. We will discuss in main sessions, and this is the properties. Identify the properties means this is all about technical properties. Okay, we will discuss about these properties also, and here you can see identifiable properties, anchor, image, index, and what are these options. Everything contains basic, finish, screen, highlight section. Everything we will discuss in the starting sessions. Okay, so this is all basic and introduction of Tosca, and moreover here the test cases. So test case, by using these modules, we have to create the test cases, and test case design section, here we will maintain the data. If you have a huge data or anything, you can use it, and you can store the data. You can see it how we will store this data. If you have set of combinations, and if you have number of set of combinations, then you can easily maintain here in test case design section. So previous versions, we don't have this test case design section, but now the upcoming, now this is a 16.0 version, and we have this option. And further also, we will get these options also, and execution section, and scratchbook. So, and we will see how to, this is the test planning. So we will discuss in the end of this session what is the test planning, what is the requirements, what is issues, everything. Okay. And see here what we are discussing in previous. So this is the standard model, standard.ts. So if you click on checkboxes, you will get this one. Under you can see T-box automation tools, T-box X engines, everything is there. And you can see here some basic Windows operations. So you can take a screenshot by using this model. So that's why I'm telling you. So Tricity's company created some predefined functionalities. So how to use this one? Okay, send the keys, Windows operations, save as everything. And already we have used this one, and we have created modules, we have created some test cases, everything. And how to fetch the data from Excel, PDF, file operations. So I have, in my past experience, I have used this one, and here also have some using basic Windows operations, buffer operations, file operations, everything. So we will see how to use that one also, and we will see the table operations also. This is the table operations already we have created. This is the file operations, PDF operations. See, already we have created and discussed with the previous batch. So any questions, any queries on that? I don't know how much you understand or not. But this is, I mean, if you know about, I mean, little bit also you can understand. But if you are new for this Tosca, uh, I hope at least 10 out of 100, 10% you have, I mean, you got it.
Yeah. So about the classes, like is it a daily class or how it is going to be? So
So it is a daily class Monday to Friday, evening batch. Okay. So morning batch also available and evening batch also available. But morning batch, it's, I mean, it is going on right now. And
mhm.
now this batch is going to prefer mostly more, I mean, the majority is, I mean, is on evening batch only.
Okay, so timings would be 8:30, same 8:30.
Yeah. I mean, a few days I will take a session like 8 to 9. Okay.
Okay,
After about 1 week, it's about only 1 week. After that, I will take 8:30.
okay. So and one more thing, this tool, like it's a paid tool, right? Like we'll get only 14 days of trial. So how do we handle that? I mean, like, do we have to keep
Yeah,
on?
but it is, I mean, for you it is not a paid tool because I have cracked this links. Like what you will you don't need to anything. Okay,
Okay,
so I just provide 3 links. Okay,
okay,
you don't, I mean, it is not a pay tool for you guys. So I'll just provide 3 links. First one is you have to register in Tricentis, and second, I mean, by using just your personal email ID. Okay,
okay,
here not needed any business email ID. And
okay.
second link is about license. You get the license, and the third link is about installation. Okay, so I will provide you and I will guide you how to install the Tosca in your system during live sessions.
So it will be like once it is installed, so it is like for lifetime we can use that. I mean, without any.
It is, and you can use for lifetime. There is no validity here. It
Okay,
is unlimited for you guys. Okay,
okay.
I will provide you everything.
Sure. And one more thing, like now recently, I think Tosca has come up with a testing for Salesforce, test IM Salesforce tool. Like, uh, so
So
is it, especially
the
for like for the testing in the Salesforce application. So
It
are
is
it
not like that, Prashant. So few companies uses Salesforce, few companies uses SAP, few companies uses API, and few companies. So my company is using web applications. So what the thing is, so I mean, if you search, I mean, the thing is happened. So I'm giving some probabilities. Okay. So
uh-huh.
what the thing is, I mean, some scenarios happened with my people. Like few students say face at different scenarios. Like I mean, one of my student, like who people want to do, like she knows database testing. Okay, and one of the person I mean, one of the person he knows like selenium testing. So what happened, I mean, they take an interview on selenium, they take an interview database testing. After enter into this company, so they will give the offer, they will give the opportunity on Tosca project.
No, that is
Then
I
they will, I
got it.
mean,
I mean, I'm not asking about how to like get this. Like I'm good with this, but for in the Tosca itself, so they I think they
that's
introduced
the
one
point.
more tool called Test
Yeah, they
IM.
introduce number of things. They introduce number of things.
Yeah.
It is not about only Salesforce. It is, I mean, if you search in market, then they will ask, then the number of things like I told you, right? The API, SAP, some companies asking SAP. So one of the student coming and asking me about if you have SAP, then only I can join. But the thing is, I mean, it is based completely on the project. Okay,
Mhm.
so if you, for example, if you take my company, so my company prefer only web application because they have, I mean, they develop the application. It is a retail one. Okay, so retail project it is. So that's why the company preferred only web applications, and it is not about Salesforce. It is not SAP. First, you have to learn what is Tosca. If you give a performance at least 60% on this Tosca, then I mean, you give the confident, like first, what do you know about Tosca and how you will perform the Tosca. The requirement is about Toast. I mean, the requirement is about Salesforce, and you know the web applications, for example. Okay, and you have to. I mean, you are showing already. I have experience on and a hands-on experience on web applications. But if they convince and if your performance is great in interview, then they will take. I mean, they will take you and they will offer you. They will give you training on that Salesforce or SAP, anything. Okay, based on the requirement, and they will give the project, and you have got the chance on work on Salesforce or SAP, whatever it is. Okay, this is the thing. This is the scenario happened in market. But I mean, some people like, okay, Salesforce is highlighting, then only the people, I mean, interested to know that Salesforce only. But what happened? If you go forward, if you resume, I mean, if you update your resume, then number of things, number of like key skills they will ask. Like some people ask like API. You if you know API, then I will consider your resume. So just like that. But you have to convince to HR like, I don't know API, but I have an experience on Tosca and I have the part of web applications. If you give a chance on API, then I have that capability and I will work on API. Then I know the just you said like I know the theoretical part. Okay, then but I don't get a chance to work on API like that. You got my point? What I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
This is the what to say. And the one more thing is the recent, I mean, the last batch, okay, sixth batch. So um, I mean, she's asking about toast experience, okay, the HR. But I mean, he know what is Tosca, but he don't have any confidence on that how to give the interview. And but he tell, if you give a performance at least 50% on Tosca, I mean, what do you know and how to create the test cases, how to create out, how you will maintain the data, and I mean how to integrate the third party roles like that. So if you know at least basic things, right, I will give the opportunity on that. So the thing is, he don't have any confidence on that, and he still, I mean, he is in preparation.
Oh,
Okay, just like see, I mean, this Tosca is in boom. Okay, now the situation is in boom, but the Tosca testers are very less, and everybody asking very urgent requirement. Immediately, they want to, I mean, they want you to join immediately.
okay, okay.
So this is the thing happened in the market and in circumstances.
Sure.
Yeah. Any queries? Any others?
So it will be like 40 days session, is it? Or
Yeah,
like
it is
is
about
daily?
35 to 40. Okay.
Okay.
Do you need to provide any placement support?
Placement support means we don't have any placements, but yeah, I mean, we have some contacts. Okay. Like if there are any openings on Tosca, we will refer your resume.
Okay.
Yeah. Varshit, any queries?
Yes, no queries. I'm good.
Okay. Prashant, Dilip, any queries?
No.
No, so it starts from 23rd, right? So
Yes.
tomorrow
It
there won't
starts
be any demo session or anything. Or-
tomorrow. There is no master class at all.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, I mean, the live batch is going to start from April 23rd. Okay. We have started the enrollment process. So I mean, if you, I mean, you have interested and who want to confirm their joining, so you should share their emails, okay, to the e-tech number. And I think you have got or not. I will share in the chat box. Okay.
Mm.
This is the e-tech number. Okay. Just contact with, I mean, his name is Mohammed Zahir. Okay, just talk with him and you can confirm with your, I mean, about your enrollment and what about duration and about any joining schedules and anything you can ask and whatever it is, I mean, any recording subject related queries, then please contact with me. This is my number. You can pick me in WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay.
So I believe in making classes interactive. So I encourage your questions and discussions, guys. Please don't hesitate to speak up if something is unclear. I expect everyone to actively participate and contribute to a respectful learning environment. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of you guys, and I hope we can create a great learning experience together. So feel free to ask any queries, questions if you have any concerns or ideas also.
Is the task automation will be growing in future?
Yes. So at least it will not change in 10 years.
Mm.
So after that, I mean,
Mm.
the IT people, right? We have to upgrade. So
Mm.
after, I mean, not 5 years, at least you have to upgrade your skills after 7 or 8 years. I mean, now you are,
Mm.
for example, I'm in Tosca right now, right? So
Mm.
after 7 to 8 years, I will work with this Tosca, and after that, I have to upgrade myself, right? So with the new
Mm.
technology, if I want to hike my salary,
Mm.
and I mean, it is, I have referred some, I have inquired and survey about
Mm.
Mm.
salaries. Okay.
Mm.
Like,
When?
as of my knowledge, the average salary package for an automation engineer in India, okay, like if you have 2, 3, or 5 years, okay, of experience, typically range from around 11 lakhs per annum. Okay. However, please note that the figures also can vary based on factors such as the company size, location, industry, specific skills of the individual, and economic conditions. Salaries may have changed since then due to various factors like inflation, economic conditions, demand for automation engineer, and other market forces. I, yeah, okay, Worship, no problem. And I recommend checking the latest data from reputable sources like job portals, industry reports, or reaching out to recruitment agencies for the most up-to-date information on salaries in this field. But if you ask, can I how much salary can I expect after 2 years or 3 years of experience as a software tester? So in companies like Infosys, TCS, Wipro, Capgemini, Cognizant, you can expect 10 to 11 or 12 LPA. With the counterparts, it can go up to 13 to 14 LPA. And in companies like Deloitte, EY, KPMG, PwC, you can expect 13 to 14 LPA. And with counterparts, it can go up to 15 LPA. And if you take any Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan companies, you can expect 20 plus LPA. And Microsoft, Google, Amazon, you can expect 30 plus LPA. Okay. So this is my knowledge and I survey about these salaries in IT companies. Okay, Till?
Okay, okay.
Okay then.
I'm working as a quality analyst as with only knowledge about manual. I'm learning the automation thing, Selenium and Java.
Okay. How much you have
Mm.
experience, Till?
I have 3 years of experience.
Okay. So still you are working?
Yeah, yeah, so,
Okay. Yeah. I hope I mean it's clear from your end.
yeah, yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. If you have
Mm.
any queries, Dilip, please ping me in WhatsApp and you can ask anything.
Mm.
And thank you for participating in today's masterclass. We hope you gained useful insights and felt inspired. At ETech, we are
Mm.
here help you start a successful career. Okay.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day till you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.